Guessing this is a free Weaver game? I don't think it's as free because what was required of EG last time was they needed to initiate with either Shaker or Earth Spirit, and then they have to blow everything on it, like the Ice Blast, and then
but they can't actually control him this game.
Yeah, they can. They have CK stun. They have the Centaur, and
CK stun's super unreliable, and Centaur has a very long cast point.
But the thing is, like, I feel like once you do get the stun off, they have pretty much guaranteed ways to kill him, right? They have so much burst damage.
I think it's very similar to last game.
Double edge. I think it's
where if he gets ahead, he's like almost uncontrollable. But if he's behind, then
you have Warlock ulti. Last game they had 2 instant stuns. Okay, they had Shaker Echo and they had the Geomagnetic Grip. That's 2 instant ways to stop him from Shikuching. This game, it's like
they have
very honorable.
They have Cold Snap out then.
Oh yeah.
Relax.
Cold Snap Sunray, man. That's like a a chain stun.
That's a chain stun.
Don't forget the Visage Birds. And you doubt JerX's micro skills.
Jayo.
I think it's a pretty good Weaver game again.
Yes, I would like to play Weaver in this game.
Okay.
Rather than CK. You cast your Phantasm, you get Fatal Bonded.
I think that's what's actually important. What your carry player likes to play.
Yeah, what would you rather play? Warlock?
I don't play carry.
Oh, okay.
So
what
I don't know.
support would you rather play?
Not this Warlock.
Not Warlock, okay. But it's a support Visage. You're okay with that, right?
No, I just don't like to play Warlock. It's boring as hell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then you're biased.
Yeah.
Against.
I want to be the Sand King, dude. Let's go.
Demnoclanic.
Yeah,
everyone wants to be Sand King.
Yeah.
Sand King's the dream.
That's why he's the final boss in Siltbreaker. Or Siltbreaker, whatever it's called.
Siltbreaker.
Because he is the bee's knees.
Well, that is 3 runes for LGD FY as they secure top rune. They will not be so fortunate to secure the rune with the Visage because Visage is blocking mid.
That's actually a stat I'd be interested to hear. Like, how much does each extra bounty rune at the 0-minute mark increase your win rate? Is it a big advantage? I would guess no. Where's Nahaz when you need him?
I mean, I don't think that's actually a relevant statistic, so...
But how do you know? I mean, that's the whole
So
point.
where's Nahas when you need them?
Oh, gee.
I'm sorry, Nahas.
Oh, dear. Well, it's kind of a quiet start here for both teams. It's going to be LFY running the Warlock Weaver dual lane up against that Centaur Visage. Meanwhile, it is the now quickly becoming classic Death Prophet versus Invoker showdown mid. Does leave this offlane Nyx up against the Chaos Knight. LFY going for the unstoppable Nyx Sand King dual lane strat.
So Ben, earlier we're asking like how does the mid lane go? But you know, there's so much roam. But in a scenario like this where there is no roam, who do you think is actually favored in the mid lane?
Death Prophet. Invoker is, I think, one of the weaker mids, and Death Prophet is one of the stronger mids.
Okay.
I also think Death Prophet just has a lot more kill potential. Because if you ever want to go on the DPs, you can almost always just
Spirit Siphon.
Spirit Siphon, yeah. Because you usually need 2 people to gank, right? So if you save your Spirit Siphon, you have 2 ways to heal.
And do you like ranking up the Siphon over the...
At least, at the very least, at level 3. Level 5, it depends. I usually see Spirit Siphon, but I do slightly favor the 4-0-2 build.
Okay.
I mean,
this can push out waves.
This game, it feels a lot easier for Super because he's also got the bigger threats from roaming with the Sand King.
Oh, here we go.
You're not going to see like a Visage Phoenix come to mid and do much. They'll try for it though. DDC coming in for the little Warlock surprise. This is not something Ana was expecting. JerX now joining the fray. Super getting very aggro.
Oh, Ana's
go on Ana
spot.
taking the Spirit Siphon, tanking the creeps, drops the Ice Wall. See ya. Well, I thought maybe the Sand King would roam there, but in fact, not the case. Meanwhile, up top, a flurry of action breaking out. Inflame is down. Good pick off there for OG, looking for Afu as well. No-Tail's got the stun, lobs it out, gets the 1 second. That's just enough to swing that cleaver.
Man, you're right, Ben. Inflame has not been playing well today. Just every time the camera's on him, he's getting dumpstered.
We need a new word. Dumpstered is being overused.
All right. Thesaurus.com, I'm on it.
It's getting trashed. Trash canned, owned, destroyed, ridiculed,
Decimated.
stomped, decimated, desecrated, gobsmacked. See, look at that. Gobsmacked.
Gobsmacked.
I like gobsmacked.
Gobsmacked. That could be a name of a band.
It is. It's the name of a can.
I like wastebasket. It's just like it's like more subtle, but when you think about it,
But you gotta make it a verb, dude. You can't say they got put in a wastebasket.
circular filed. They got circular filed. Trash paled.
You need to work on your search engine searching.
I'm like trying to judge Lumi for this while also controlling the camera, but he's really getting the best of my concentration here. Admit? What are you looking up?
I search.
Why would you look owned?
Owned? That's
No, you
that's
are-
Urban
All
Dictionary.
right, okay.
owned,
Let me
Lumi.
change it to pwned, guys.
How about-
Thesaurus.com got me on this one.
How about destroyed?
All right, destroy.
Destroyed might be good.
DE_stroyed.
Can you not spell it destoried?
Yeah, you can.
Consumed, devout. Dude, this one.
Very
Wrecked.
good. Incinerated, obliterated, razed, totaled, wasted,
Sacked. Okay.
sacked.
Eradicated.
Pillaged.
No one uses eradicated. That's a good one.
I like incinerated. Oh my god, what's happening?
Incinerated.
Well, Invoker's not having a good time mid, gentlemen.
Would you say he's getting sacked?
He is getting desecrated, devoured, demolished, decimated, and destroyed and storied as well.
Maybe it's just defecated.
And
I
defecated.
still like that more.
That's just not good
That's
imagery.
no.
That's not what's
Yeah,
happening
but
here.
you just say like, no. Like, you know, you ask your mid player, oh, how are you doing in your lane? And then you're like, oh, that Invoker is getting shit on, right? You just say that.
Yes.
But a more classy way is,
There's nothing
I believe
classy
I'm
about that.
defecating on him now.
That's
you know?
not classy.
if you preface it with some other, like, you can't just say I'm defecating on him. If you surround it with other classy terms like,
Oh, defecating on mid.
dearest sir, I am defecating on my jousting partner in the middle line.
I do believe.
Yeah, then you can use it. Then it sounds classy. But
You have to have a monocle and put it on as well.
I've never heard my opponent referred to as a jousting partner.
that's
That
because
is-
you don't play with classy
You
people.
clearly
dude.
don't cross
yeah.
swords very often, Lumi.
You are correct. My swords are generally not crossed.
Oh.
Always.
Oh, super. Oh, is he gonna live?
Oh.
Is he gonna live? Gets that salve off.
Oh, the
now
heal
the
from the
heal, the
creeps.
haste coming in.
Wait,
DC's gonna grab
Why
it.
is he running
Super.
back in? Where's the haste room?
Sucky. He's got backup coming. Super's gonna turn this, man.
Yo, DDC?
Wow. Super. With the plays. Okay, if he doesn't drop his nulls, all is wasted. Okay, he's dropped it.
Okay. Did you say that he out-jousted his jousting partner there?
He did,
Okay.
Or fly.
including that creep.
You guys ever been to medieval times?
I've been to a Renaissance fair. It was lit.
Is that similar to medieval? It should
I
be.
mean,
right?
it's like a representation, right?
Okay. How'd you enjoy it?
It is hot, and a lot
Mid
of people-
lane.
Yeah, he's popping them ghosts. 0% conversion rate.
Meanwhile, Inflame in danger here, and will go down. OG able to pick him off. Super going back in on Jerax. No respect for the Visage. And down will go.
Dude, this conversion rate is definitely not 0.
Towers are melting.
It looked 0, and then Jirax went back in.
He thought he could kill him.
Yeah.
But that probably baited him with the stick.
Dude, this Max Souls or Sarah Siphon is so effective this game.
Yeah. This is a positive conversion rate. This is what you want to do as a
Yeah.
Death Prophet. Well played, sir.
CK porting in.
Oh, look at this upheaval from downtown.
Super's just fine. Got the stick.
Oh,
He's out of there.
He's like the most invincible Death Prophet.
Living a charmed life.
The
Uh-oh.
Undeath Prophet.
Afu. Gonna go down. No point in
The
Sandstorm.
alive prophet.
Tower down.
They did lose 2 in the end, but they got that tower.
We can count his conversion rate now.
Nyx has level 6. The Nyxing is coming.
No Sunray on fly. Not a big surprise because Nick's
Because
in
of
the game.
Nyx. Yeah.
No-Tail running around very early on in this game, sweeping his way towards mid. The bootless doesn't matter. CK 325 move speed already.
I think roaming CK is always very risky because what we saw from RTZ last game. Wait.
Oh, Afu going for the manly burrow strike, but there ain't no running here, as OG will delete him. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, it's just a Weaver running wild. Ana needs help. In comes the Firebird looking to support him. No mana for the Cold Snap, has that solitary stick charged. Now the time lapse will give him the extra charges he needs, but damage already done. Super's gone straight top. Don't need Exorcism when you're just a right-click Prophet. He's got the double null tallies out. Now the Yule's on the way. Out of control, gentlemen.
The Warlock roam has been on point too.
Dude, this is the most successful Warlock roam play I've seen.
He had pretty good runes to do so. The illusion rune that early on actually does a lot.
Oh, Afu, look at that positioning to break the smoke. Beautifully done by the Sand King. Just chilling up on the high ground near the tower. OG, complete waste of time for them.
I guess speaking about the Warlock roam, because Monet has such an easy lane against the Centaur that he's allowed to roam, right? So a little bit of drafting help in that regard.
Super is so farmed. And Ana's in trouble now. They're gonna find him. He does have the point in Wax. Exorcism committed, but gets off the silence. The surprise from Super is super effective.
The AoE on the silence is so. If you don't play DP, it's just like much bigger than you actually think it is. I like the casual silence even before maxing Crypt Swarm. Like guaranteed a kill there.
That last point is not value.
I believe Awards spotted out that smoke gank. So
well, at least one of them. They got mid lane on lock. Still though, Jerax is sticking around. Even a dire skin revealing this, he's gonna flap up to the safety of the tower.
Well, if nothing else, they still saw the arcane rune being picked up because they had that observer ward there, so it will be wise.
They want a piece of Monet, they get that stomp initiation, and the bug goes splat. Still a Radiant Scan did reveal Mr. Jerax. This is not a safe place. This is not a safe space.
there's really no way for L4I to punish them because they don't have DPO. If it's a push, it's a very slow push. They need to go
really
back.
don't have any push outside of that until Weaver gets big.
Okay, they ping out no tail.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Super going very deep into these trees, looking for Jerax. The top bottom tower not dead just yet. Meanwhile, No-Tail does dodge away from that stun. Still, they give pursuit. Afu's not going to give up that easily. No-Tail lurking on the high ground. The swag plays, but Monet is there to greet him. Nice little reality rift. Still, they pursue. They've got another stun on the Nyx in just a second. Again, right around the Rosie. They want those posies. They still cannot connect on the stuns for the Nyx, but it won't matter. They get him anyway. Meanwhile, Super just diving the tier 3s. Don't worry. Nothing to see here. Unpunished.
Ana's getting a lot of Ana time.
Needs it, too.
What is Ana time?
Ana time is just one-on-one. One-on-one with you and creeps.
Is that the new word for it?
Well, you call it me time, alone time, farming time, comeback time.
I thought there was like a negative connotation to it, where like he does poorly
time,
in the lane and then gets Ana time to come back. Oh, nice spike.
I think he's like an introvert, you know. He needs that alone time to recharge. Invoker strikes me as an introvert, even though he shit talks everyone.
It's a self-defense mechanism, the shit talk. Because you know he's like insecure about being a nerd.
He's an anime hero, isn't he? Not a nerd.
I mean, isn't that the same thing?
You would know, so I'll take your word for it. DDC getting called out here. Does have the rock. Lets it go with the exorcism as well. He will drop pretty quickly. S4 trying to get out of here with the hood. No-Tail will pull him back in. And a nice dodge, but at the same time, not sure he makes it out. He'll try with the silence. The long-range auto from No-Tail gets the job done. Very fortuitously had the DD rune.
Where are their stunners at?
They're chilling mid. They're trying to...
That is a fight that Nyx definitely needs to be there for.
Yep.
Like, that is... Yeah, I mean, he's trying to get kills right now, but it's so hard.
Ooh, I love that interaction. You pop your spike, And then the return damage activates a spike for the stun. Very nice.
You know, the good egg by Fly at the buzzer, man, just to get this thing off. But Fly still looking to retreat here. Their Weaver did go down.
Burst stuns.
Will they get more? Carapace, extremely annoying. Turns around, another follow-up impale. DDC comes in, gives him the heal. That base regen coming into play, staying alive. Now Super coming back in. Is there an Icarus dive available? No siree. They're looking to bring Fly down. He'll go for the casual TP. And he's up.
Wow. I actually do not know why Yules, maybe he expected a dive or something like that. But that Yules was unnecessary.
I think he thought that once he Yules, it's a guaranteed kill. But
he was already
TP.
slowed from the Spirit Siphon.
Like, I guess he thought there was no TP as a escape move. But
Suboptimal.
Gotta read more books, dude.
That's Invoker's job.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Is Invoke Icon still... No. I remember when it used to be a book. That was cool.
So Ana has really caught up here. All of a
he's
sudden ahead
number
of the
one.
Death Prophet.
got some Ana time, man.
Yeah. That's what Invokers like, dude. They just want to power farm up, get your levels, get your scepter, and then you start joining the fights by sunstriking people.
Just give me like 5 years and then I'll be ready to go.
He has one of the best 25s, I think. That 18-second tornado cooldown. Absurd. What do you guys think?
Should
that's
we?
the-
Most people that I've seen seem to get the Deafening Blast.
Should we do a Suns fan and create a ranking of 25 talents?
I'd be down.
Let's go. Me and Benwu. Is Queen of Pain like undoubtedly #1?
What? No, it's definitely not. I don't think it's undoubtedly.
I mean,
number
she takes over the game when she's 25.
one. I think there's still counters to it. You can Yules her, or you can. As long as you take off the Mjolnir buff, I think you're okay.
Okay. What would you say without a lot of research in your heart right now? What's #1?
What's my heart say?
Yeah.
I want to look at a hero list real fast.
Hold on. We'll have action. Afu on the run. They commit heavily here. A well-placed silence by Super. He runs directly into the middle of the enemy squad. The rock gets dropped. All the while, the Yule Scepter keeping him healthy. He brings down one. He wants a piece of Jerax too. Flying after the Visage, but the Visage a bit too fast. No turn back for No Tail. Make it 2. They'd love to get S4 as well, but he's snuck into the trees. TP'd out. A 2-for-1. Did get a pretty big kill there in the CK.
I actually think Abba's is probably one of the best.
Diaphotic Shield?
Yeah. That thing is just insane.
Was it plus 500?
Plus 300.
300. It makes it 500, right?
Yeah, and then if you have Octarine, you're pretty much a god. 6-second cooldown, so 4.5. And then an AoE explosion and a heal and a dispel in one. Oh,
Do you say bruh to that?
Structures are falling.
it's more than bra, man.
That's a bra.
Sand King also getting a little bit of Afu time. Gonna finish that blink.
I see you're using my lines.
Yeah,
What lines?
I called it Afu time.
Yeah.
That one actually rolls off the tongue a lot better than Ana time.
Huh?
What?
What
Sneeze
is-
when you're
LD,
solo
get your
farming.
head in the game,
What
man.
is Afu time?
Afu time is when Afu spends time farming for Afu and not doing stuff for his team
Yeah.
because he needs that blink dagger.
He hardly ever does that.
I
This
know.
guy's a team player.
All
But
right,
now
here
he has his blink dagger, and now he's back to being a team
Oh.
player.
Huh?
Inflame.
Inflame, being a solo player here, wants to set up
One
on
more,
the
one more.
Centaur, and he
Oh.
has not done the math properly. S4 actually wants to go back in. He's thinking about Afu. Oh,
Blink
it's
revealed.
flipped by the spirits.
I wonder if the play there was to activate your spike for a while and then hit him and then impale, and then by that time spike comes off cooldown, so you can hit him again to proc return spike stun.
I mean, he was like 10 HP off killing him.
Right, that extra second would have mattered.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you don't have a 780 in math. You know?
Damn.
There you go.
Not all of us, Lumi.
That's a very fast Invoker's Eggs. 18 minutes when he already died a few times and lost his mid tower. I think this this double stun duo have not really been connecting. I think Super has been doing a fantastic job this early game, but I think like if they were there for that top fight where Super died, I think that they would have had their blink a little bit earlier, and they would have been able to shut down this Invoker a lot more. But they spent a lot of time not actually killing Invoker, not actually helping out the Death Prophet, and they have paid.
How do you feel about the Weaver build? We saw a completely different build last time. Mone's going for the old school Linken's build, but that Dragonlance Diffusal Blade was very effective in the previous Weaver game.
He is dying, but
he's dying. He's also not killing.
Yeah, I do like the early Lance here, just because I think it helps you kill the egg.
I just think that the most dangerous stun right now against him is the Hoof Stomp, and the Lincoln doesn't really help too much against that.
Yeah.
It would behoove him to get a Dragonlance, I would say.
Oh. The thing about it, does it really need any defensive items? Don't you always have Rock to, or like a Blink Sand King to help you out from any sort of burst? It's not like they have BKBs. They can't just like burst you down. But
I would say that DP is probably the higher priority target, and DP is going to play in the front anyway. So I think playing the more Glass Cannon assassination type build is better.
Yeah. We'll see. Death Prophet did go for the Atos. Very good counter versus a Stampede. And pretty good versus...
That's true, actually. The old Atos, not so much.
Yeah. Like, alternatively, you can, like, use a Stampede hero, but generally that's not preferable because you need the use to save yourself. And he'll... pop the smoke! DDC!
Blade.
Player!
Even lives.
No, I believe the correct term is playa.
He is a player. Oh, and the double D award. Oh my god. How many consumables did he just waste? Smoke, Sentry, Obs Ward, 250 down the drain.
Keep it in the pants.
Keep it in the pants. So look, it's light. I haven't clicked on shrines again. I'm going to point that out every time I see it.
Alright. They find Fly. Good silence and a good kill.
The Atos.
And by the way, Monet did go back for a Diffusal Blade, so...
Okay, good.
I like this choice.
I like the offense.
Chasing after Mr. Ana. They know they're on the scent. They pop that dust and they somehow still miss.
I think even with the dust hit, they probably still wouldn't have gotten killed though. So not a huge deal. Forced out Stampede. Now you don't need Atos, people. Space.
They have Exorcism soon. There is no Stampede to defend this tower.
I wonder what Death Prophet's going to get next.
Octarine?
She doesn't have any armor though.
Yeah, so they normally go for Solar Crest.
Solar Crest into Octarine, I would like that.
But I wonder if she feels confident, because she has been doing extremely well.
You can also get Veil. I think Veil's really value with her lineup. Sand King, Nyx, Death Prophet herself. I think you want one armor item though. You could alternatively just go Shiva's.
Sure.
Do you want Shiva's though? Shiva's pretty good versus CK.
How are you guys feeling about the support Visage? Are you feeling Jarex's impact this game?
Well, he's not level 10. Once he gets GPM talent, then we'll start talking LD.
Well, once he's had the GPM talent.
I think it's more of the position that OG's in. I think Visage as a hero is much better when you're doing stuff offensively, getting kills or pushing towers, and he's not in a position to do that for his team, so not much impact, I guess.
LFY making their move here. Good burrow, catches out two. Afu setting things up, and S4 gets mowed down. Monet finds him. Now the carapace stun, timed just right. Looking for Fly. The swarm ticks him down. LFY grabbing 2 more frags. It does feel like OG have a pretty fearsome late.
Light of Heaven, what are you doing, bro?
I don't know. I've been trying to figure it out. It's like, why is he pinging the shrines?
It's always this shrine, right?
Why don't you ask him in spectator chat?
He's a TI winner. I feel intimidated. Like, I feel like he will just look at me.
He's not an intimidating guy. He's very friendly.
He is actually very friendly.
In person. Online, he's a flamer. But mostly to other CIS players and commentators, it seems.
They're all taking the magic resistance talents. So, clearly they are not very scared of the Chaos Knight. Which they really shouldn't be. Because they have plenty of AoE to deal with the illusions. And illusions can't get PKB, so they will always be vulnerable to the stun lock. Unless he is super, super massive to the point where they can withstand the AoE. But he is not at that point.
It's going to be a long time before the CK illusions could could stand because they still have like Fatal Bond and Epicenter.
Yep.
So the whole OG squad just walked behind Ana, and I think this ward scouted at least a few of them.
You can tell by the way Ana's position though where the rest of them are. He's positioned on the left side of the creeps. If they were to the northeast, then he would be positioned close to the range creep. So they know exactly where they are despite them being smoked.
Yeah, the lane ward certainly
Ooh, that
helps in
TP
that
though.
regard.
That's some risky stuff.
Monet has Aegis then. Try to deal with these
Bird
familiars.
feed!
Aegis is about to expire, in fact, as he makes his move forward.
Or is that a bird bait?
The whole squad's coming in.
Jerax
The
is
Shrine
mega good.
saving his life. Jerax, though, with the Gravekeeper's Cloak, able to live a little bit longer. At least for now, Ana lurking in the trees. The flank comes, but it's slow and it's late, and Jerax is already dead. Good meatball with the follow-up from the Sunstrike. Beautiful combination here. They'll take down two, including the Death Prophet, immediately at the start of the fight. That pretty much puts a stop to it all. OG spring the flank. They do it even though LFY knew they were in the neighborhood. They still catch
They
them
had
off guard.
no idea where Invoker was though. He was poisoning the trees to the left side.
Yeah.
Top tower.
And DDC not being able to break up that chain stun with his rockets. Oh no. Oh,
Another kill for the Ana machine. Annihilated. As they will bring down
they could just
4.
lose racks here. They got the. Okay, never mind. They TP out. Tier 3.
Well, Jerax played that one perfectly. Just sit there and tank the gank.
Yep. Ideally, they do have, as you mentioned, the rock to stop bad things from happening.
Stop bad things from happening.
Yeah, like getting comboed by Invoker and Centaur. That was a lot of damage coming out. Well, net worth has gone down to about 1,000. Also, OG, they waited there patiently too. Not only were they waiting to bait, they were also waiting for the Aegis to expire. Hopefully, they could get another juicy kill.
And Flame is hunting for one of those juicy kills. Afu is on the chase, but 4-second stun countered somewhat by this Carapace. Afu comes in, tries to break up the combo with Ana lurking on the low ground. Doesn't matter. Nyx is down, and quite possibly Afu will pay as well. That's the two big team fight initiators out of the picture. OG
There's a big
are rolling.
disconnect in between these two heroes and the rest of the team.
Yep.
I've been sensing this all game from them, and they need to be able to use Exorcism. They didn't get it off in the last fight, which means usually, okay, other team use all their big ultimates. Stampede,
S4?
Phantasm, Egg, and S4 looks like he is going to die over here. Perish by the hands of the beetle.
Do you feel like there's also a disconnect between the draft and the way they're
play?
playing it? Because
Oh,
I feel like LFY is a strong, like fairly strong at deathballing. Maybe
Yeah.
not they lost that last team fight, but
They just weren't able to get much use out of the Aegis. I think a big part of the Visage play too is that he can split push with the birds. Right.
And the Voice Spirits too.
And the Force Spirit. So they're behind, so they're going to be able to split. They are going to try and split push and avoid fights while they can. But OG's been really good at positioning, though. I think it is really hard for these two stunners to actually find people because they're like always in the trees and they always have summons ahead of them. So props to OG for getting back the lead.
They definitely fought their way back into this one. What was once a 6,000 gold deficit, 6,000 experience, is now swung to about 2K in OG favor, so around an 8K swing in total. They do find Ana here. This could be a big opportunity. Have they brought detection? The Mana Burn comes out.
Oh.
Ana stampedes away, though, with the BKB Tornado Surprise. Will get out safely, and while that was happening, Afu gets obliterated mid. Super is going to scramble here with the Exorcism, the Yule's combo, and OG just keep on running away, weaving in and out of the fights with these BKBs. They're not able to focus anyone down. No-Tail now going to try to Phantasm and make it out safely, but Monet will deal with him, so they at least get some revenge there on the Knight. Now they want S4 as well, and they're near the Roche Pit. How convenient. Could be an even bigger opportunity for LFY. Objectives are on the menu.
Conversion rate, success.
That was a pretty lucky salvage fight for LFY.
Dude, Death Prophet was that was some godly positioning from him. He didn't even have to pop his BKB. That's how good his positioning was in that fight. Like, he was in the trees, and CK's cast point is notoriously poor. Ooh,
Oh, the silence though.
This is a bold maneuver, and it's not going to pay off.
Super.
Silence on mid-flight, man.
How hype can you get for a Death Prophet? This has been the most hyped Death Prophet. Even the early game was super exciting for him.
Yeah.
He's wearing some commons.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Somebody needs to get this man some new cosmetics.
Maybe that's what he's just trying to fit in and be the pleb.
Blend in, you know, camouflage yourself.
Yeah, dude, he's like that. He's like that boxer or wrestler that just looks like a commoner, and then he just like destroys you with his superior fighting style.
Why don't we have some DP Immortals?
Because nobody likes playing that hero.
Well, she's so kawaii. Watch Immortal 3. We're gonna have a DP Immortal.
She already has a. Doesn't she already have one of the?
You say that like
chests?
you're sure we're gonna get an Immortal 3, Lumi.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
maybe by September.
We're waiting.
September 43rd, we'll get them.
People are starting to riot. It's taking a while.
They're just trying to build up suspense.
Suspense.
What's the big announcement at this TI? How do you top the Monkey King unveiling or the Techies fireworks?
It was really hype last time with the patch 7 announcement.
Yeah, and it was patch 7 as well. I don't know if Valve can beat it this time. They can't like do version 8.
Well, people thought they weren't going to beat the prize pool, but look at it now, LD. Hater.
Yeah, but
Hater.
they put too much effort in the prize pool. Now there's no sweet surprises left, Ben. That's my fear.
Has it been a surprise every TI?
No, just the past like few. Like the All-Star match, I think it was TI4 was the first big one, or maybe it was TI3.
Does Dead Mouse count?
That was a disastrous surprise, but such was the
What
case.
was the name of the DJ at the after party?
Katie Kate.
Katie Kate. That is the surprise.
Katie Kate emceeing TI.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They're waiting.
Dire's bottom tower.
OG are very patient. They have very good vision. Oh, they're going to walk into it in flame.
No tails TPing out.
Ooh. They know something funky's going on.
They don't see Monet or TDC, so it could be all 5 just lurking at the base.
Time to smoke. Monet is not with them though, but they are linking up to him. No Tail is going to be able to bottle up an illusion rune.
Oh, that's
Extra
big.
reality rift value. They know where Fly is. They have that reserve ward on the high ground.
No Tail could be in trouble here. No, gonna go straight for Fly. Does get off the stun, but he's too far away for the follow-up. Super commits the exorcism. They lock him down with the carapace. The silence coming through as well. A lot for the Phoenix. Do they even get him? The ghosts are not enough. He gets back to safety. The Solar Crest helped keep him alive. Well played by Jarex, and now No Tail being dealt with. Meanwhile, elsewhere, he does pop that illusion and tries to hang on. The exorcism a bit too much for him to stay alive, but hey, that's what split push is for. S4 shoving in this top lane, and that's all they get is a Chaos Knight at the end of it.
Pretty good kill though.
No objectives.
Very good positioning by Fly there to not die there. And they did have to run through No Tail to get to him, and only the Nyx was able to get there in a very quick manner. Well, Dire Scan was used in the very middle of the map. They did see Monet coming back from that fight to the mid lane, but not a great effect.
I think they're gonna look for Sanking here. I think they might get him, yeah. Tornado.
Oh, catches him on the burrow out, and now meet the Reaper. Nope, he's okay for now. Keeps on running, keeps on juking.
Woo, he's lucky there were creeps right next to him to tank that Sunstrike.
Dude, that 10% magic resist talent, man, I'm telling you. That was a difference maker.
It was.
I would agree.
Oh man, he had Gem there too. Woo. Okay, big
Fly?
Uh-oh. So who are you gentlemen favoring at this point? Seems pretty back and forth, 32 minutes in. LFY holding on to a moderate lead.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I think Death Prophet's going to be able to outpace the CK in terms of, like, you always want to get to that point where you can kill the illusions faster than they can kill you. And Death Prophet has been on the right side of the line the entire game. Now that Shiva's coming out pretty soon and No Tail just died, I think that is going to continue for some time to come. However, Ana is beyond godlike.
Yeah, I like 25 Invoker more, and then late game scenario.
Really?
I think OG is also playing a bit better than LFY.
Photic Shield.
No, as in like
Oh, level 25.
I like Invoker
Oh, I
at
thought you were
25.
talking about
What is
rankings.
in those wings?
I thought we were talking about the rankings, dude.
No, I'm just saying in this game, I think Invoker hitting 25 is going to take over. Also, I think the rest of OG supports.
Yeah, they are playing way better.
Yeah.
LFY is kind of just running in one by one, and we've been seeing them get punished for it quite a few times. Super has to be KP. Does have the Chivas, though. He's going in, baby. He wants to commit to this fight with the Burrow Strike coming through. The follow-up is there. Silence, and now forcing on his heels, but he has a BKB to counter the Super. Staying alive for now, but at the same time not getting kills with that Exorcism. They've lost their Sand King. The Nyx has to buy back to try and make the most of this. They know they have to turn this fight because if they don't, they're going to get crushed when the Exorcism ends. Even through the cheese, the Supernova secures it. Down goes the DP, out for 70. LFY falling apart, crumbling, just getting shredded at the seams. And now Fly jumping in. There's a Yules to prevent that TP out. They'll find DDC as well. A Sad Warlock goes home. So that was a dieback on the Nyx. Didn't see. Did anyone else buy back?
Dude, Kar, what a hero.
Yep. Super can't carry this alone, dude. I feel like he's really the only one that's doing anything on the side of LFY.
I really
Almost every fight the last like 10 minutes
Yeah.
started with an LFY hero running in, dying before the team's there, and then the fight breaks up.
Monet is not doing his part in my opinion. The item build that he went for, the lack of Dragonlance, is really hurting his early game damage.
Fly's been
output.
able to get off some pretty good eggs this game, and he's been relatively impoverished.
Yeah.
They're playing really well around a Stampede. Like that fight, they just kited the BKBs with Stampede.
Yep.
That's pretty good. Trading 2 BKBs for 1 Stampede, that's a win. Actually, they used Ana's BKB too, but
Still a win.
Still a win.
Stampede, get them out.
Barracks are under attack.
To the chopper. Oh, that courier! Don't sack the courier!
No tail trying to micro here, going for the TP. Afu, ooh, just misses him.
Courier's still there.
Ooh, wait. Oh, dude.
If he had Lance.
He had Lance.
He had
Dude,
Lance.
they hesitated for like half a second for that courier.
Yep.
I think this courier is the one that if you pop it on the Radiant side, it's like a white fox. And if you pop it on Dire side, it's like a black cat thing.
It is.
Great design.
Okay, so is there anything that's going to change the pace of this game for LFY?
Starting a fight with Nyx and Sandkeen both alive.
Okay, that's
Top.
something that hasn't happened yet, so you
Invoker.
can't count on that.
They do have this duo dynamic combo together, but there's a BKB on Ana, so even if they can somehow force it out, I don't know if they can kill him. There's at least a BKB pop.
Stampede BKB,
committed.
OP.
And nothing to counter it, aside from a rock drop. And good luck getting DDC to the fight.
Time to Abyssal Weaver.
Abyssal Weaver. Oh, this Weaver is too poor for that.
Wait, what is he getting?
He's getting a Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a good way to do
I
it
mean,
with
he has a
illusions.
lot of net worth. It's just that compared to the last game, his impact just is not really felt.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to deal with the egg. He hasn't really been like forcing a lot of spells out from the side of OG. But I say that it is pretty hard to deal with CK. You can't clear those illusions quickly, and you have to like fear for your life. I think you still have to build BKB versus CK just because of that. But once he gets 25, it doesn't even matter. You just get pwned by that reality rift.
Well, I think the difference is that last game, the Weaver was able to just go to the back line and just chop down supports. But the Stampede has made it so difficult for them to converge.
Yeah,
into
he hasn't
kills.
been able to complete kills as
Right.
much. And the other thing is, he was also just creating space for Lone Druid, who was just farming everything for 40 minutes and was actually outpacing the Weaver net worth. But this game, Death Prophet can't really take advantage of the space the same way. Here comes two smokes crossing paths, meeting in the night. S4 blinks in, counter blink out, and now the two hero burrow. Good opening here. The rockets dropped. The combination is there from LFY, but do they have the follow-up damage? Weaver chasing in is going to mow down that Phoenix nice and early. Now getting onto Ana, forcing him on his heels. He's quite low already. Jerax next on the list. The Phoenix buys back. No tell. Meanwhile, does get the DP. The Exorcism down. Can they still kill off that Chaos Knight? Doesn't have a whole lot to work with any longer. Little doo-doo in the backlines, but S4 tanks through it. Deals with the Scorpion. Slaps him down. Ends up being a triple kill for Monet. Still a 3v3 though, with most abilities offline. Ana staying alive, but Monet wants to pursue. Chasing after, not him, but Fly. This would be a dieback if the Phoenix goes down. Continues to Zakuchi through the trees, but has to respect the Sentry Ward. The egg comes out, and he will have to back away. Doesn't have the attack speed to finish that off. And now, meanwhile, S4 wants to regroup, reconvene, go again. And he will. Now the familiar stomp setting up the Centaur stomp into the Sunstrike, into the Sunray. The power of the sun compels LFY to the grave. OG just outlasting them in the fight.
I think Super made a huge mistake. He was charging in, he was doing his thing, didn't activate his BKB, and Notel, recognizing that, threw a Chaos Bolt, 4 illusions on him, insta-kill. Couldn't get off Yules, couldn't get off BKB. And I think without the DP damage, they just lose.
That's the thing. At this point, Super has to play perfectly for them to have a chance.
Right. He's been playing really well, but had a little bit input error there.
They could maybe close it out here if they can just find a couple LFY heroes out of position. You have to be careful. Do OG just go high ground now? 39 minutes in. They've got their Aegis, they've got their cheese. Ags is up on the Visage.
Rock's down for a minute. I think it's go time.
Exorcism down for 30.
I think they're at that point in the game too where Invoker just controls the fight way too easily.
And there's no way to jump him, really.
Yeah.
Even with Rock, Epicenter, Burrow Strike, and Nick's double stun, I don't think they kill him before the Stampede lets him get out.
Let's just say he built BKB at the right time. This Invoker.
What was the timing that he got it? After the Lincolns, or?
Before the Lincolns, I think.
It was pretty much when they all tried to kill him, which is the right time.
So after Ana finished his Ana time, he came out with the BKB and be like, okay.
Yep, you can't kill me. And it was when the split push was becoming a big threat, and they're like, okay, we gotta stop the split push, but then they couldn't kill Ana. So then they got split pushed, and they wasted their time trying to defend against it, and they fell behind the net worth. Sad times. Yep, now No-Tail is very, very large. He just needs a heart. Ooh, he has Diffusal now. Bye-bye supports.
Nice choice versus these carries. It's just so much damage.
Yep. Also pops the Lincolns on Monet, so you have to BKB. You can't rely on, as the Chaos Bolt is flying towards you, you can just diffuse right before, and then if you don't BKB, you're just dead, so...
What do you guys think about the double Chaos Knight games where used to that you see a lot of Midases on Chaos Knight to kind of make sure you stay extremely relevant in the late game? Notel decided to fight really hard this game early on, and then Arteezy...
I think he's a fighter personally.
Okay. So you think the Midas spills are...
I think you can fight. I think you can get Midas, you just have to fight early.
Okay.
Because the hero, what are you going to farm with? Armlet, Echo? That takes you forever. It takes you a while to farm it, especially if you have a tough lane, but I can see why he did it, just because he had a really tough lane and was like, okay, if I go in and fight, I'm going to die and be even poorer, so I wanted to farm it up.
I mean, fighting in itself with CK is very risky, right? Because if you lose those fights, then it's double whammy because you don't get the gold bounty and then you die.
Is there a late game play for LFY? Is something that gets them back in it?
Kill Invoker.
Warlock refresher?
I think even getting CK to half before he pops BKB is a pretty good way to start off the fight. I think if you get him to that point and he doesn't pop cheese and he splits, you can kill all his illusions very quickly.
It's always Fly. They're going to initiate on him once again. This time, though, he won't have the buyback, I believe, as he did use the last fight to get back into it. The Rockets drop, the BKB's committed. They're diving onto S4. Stampede's already been used. Down goes the Centaur early. Now they're going to chase for more. Jerix gets dealt with by Monet for now, pumping the damage into him. He's very tanky with the Gravekeeper's Cloak and No-Tail, having a free time of it in the back line. Sure, he might be half the net worth of Ana, but you wouldn't know it from the damage he's dishing out. Got the bonus illusion, made the most of it.
Yeah, without that, even if that problem is back, she doesn't have ulti, so she's kind of a non-factor at this point. And the CK illusions were able to just destroy them because they do have to go on the Phoenix a lot, or they do feel like they need to go on the Phoenix. I think the target priority is CK, getting him really low before the BKB pop, and if the egg goes off, so be it. But you can kind of take the fight away from the Phoenix instead of having everyone at full HP by the time the real fight starts.
Ana just throwing in the no-look Sunstrikes to drive LFY back on their heels. No-Tail diving deeper. They want to finish off this LFY squad right here, right now. Huge match for OG to take as they are in the thick of it, trying to stay upper 4 and get that winner's bracket advantage going into the main event that starts tomorrow. They pump into Monet BKB, but all he can do is retreat. They'll clip the Warlock here with the Tornado. The final moments, it looks like death throes for LFY as they try desperately to hold on. The base crumbles around them, burning slowly down. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot left in the tank. They'll finally get Fly out for 100. Still Invoker is Aegis though. They'll maybe kill him once, can kill him again. But the Familiars, combine that with On and the Tornado, manages to catch 2, is completely turning this fight on its head. Well, they'll crack the Aegis, but good luck killing this man a second time. They'll try. They've got the Carapace, they time the stun right. BKB is available, so he could just BKB TP if he so desires, but he'll Ghost Walk instead, trying to run away. The Dust slowing him down. They've got the Blink soon. They have the Yules as well. S4, he's baited them in. Now the BKB, turnaround meatball roast special. OG put a cork in it. This one is over.
I don't think that connected
Just go with it, Lumi.
the way that the Centaur and the Invoker did. That was
Just roll with
That
it.
was great.
Just roll with it, Lumi.
Can we get that?
Can we get it again? Over.
I would love that chat wheel. I would use that one more than the Russian one.
Okay.
Overall,
OG coming back. Apparently they're not guaranteed bottom 4 at TI just yet.
Yeah.
As Reddit would have you believe.
they did pick another illusion hero though.
That's true. I'm always picking these dirty illusion or micro heroes.
Inflame needs to step up his game though. This was not a good performance for him.
I don't think it was an individual thing. It was more
him.
of a
What is you got to play with your team.
Right.
Him and Afu.
No, the team needs to play with him, Ben.
either
Super
way.
was.
They
gotta
need to
be in
play
the right
together.
place.
They need to play together.
They need to play together. But I think it was more them two being out of position rather than the other three. Warlock was a little bit behind. Whatever.
Is LFY on the choke? They started losing to.
It's definitely going to come down.
Yeah.
They got Brood versus Huskar. What are you supposed to do in that match?